Hi guys, welcome to another buzzing walkabout here on Buzzing Pattaya. And on today's discussion, what I want to talk to you about is when do you think that you will be allowed to come back to Pattaya and to enjoy this wonderful city? And it's a good question. It's one that Phil from Australia has asked me, and he's asked me to ask you guys as to what you think when you will be allowed. Because quite honestly, for me as an individual, I don't really know, because I know every country's got their own law, their own requirements, restrictions, etc. And I'm not 100% certain as to when they're going to let you out. Now, I heard recently that there's some changes now in the UK, and they're saying we're going to ban all external flights. I know Australia's in the same situation. So I thought, well, let's have a talk about that. And at the same time, let's have a walk around. I want to show you a new complex that's being built just on 3rd Road. And it really does look smart. And I think once it's actually open, and things return back to whatever the new normal will be, I think it will be quite an interesting place to go and check out. All right, so I'm just going to spin the camera around and then we'll have a walk up here. I'm just over by the Triangle Bar, which you can see there is behind me, and we're just going to walk up and head up towards 3rd Road, and let me show you this place I want to show you. All right, just going to spin the camera around, 1 second. Okay, so let's head off. Now, so the question was from Phil, and Phil's in regular contact with me. He often messages me and we talk about various things. But one of the questions that he asked me to ask you guys is, what are your current expectations in terms of when do you think your government, your country will allow you to travel? Are they allowing you to travel now? And if they are, what's stopping you from coming over here? Now, I would suggest probably the biggest reason is that right now, that's not very nice, is it? What's that about? Hey, you see that? Look, look. There you go. How to win friends and influence people. She's giving me the bird. Oh dear, incredible. And that's probably what stops you coming out. Anyway, as I was saying, so in terms of your government, are you allowed to travel right now, or are you currently locked down and you've got no future ahead of you planned out where they're going to allow you to travel? Is that the situation? And if you are allowed to travel, I'm guessing, I don't know rightly or wrongly, but I would say that this enforced quarantine is one of the things that will put you off. And I've got to be honest with you, I don't blame you either, because to come here, you've just done a long haul flight and now you're going to be shoved into quarantine for 2 weeks. In all fairness, is really, it's a tough ask. You know, you've got to have a really good reason to be coming here in order for you to want to go through that process. And I know some of you have, and if you have been through the quarantine, you know, please drop a comment below. What was it genuinely like? You know, how did you find it? Was it driving you around a twist? Just quickly look, there's the Excite Club. Go in there. That's an old club from down and back in the day, where behind those doors, well, anything goes on. Hello, how are you? Hello. You look bored. Bored, mate? Bored?
Not open yet.
Oh, my bird, mate. Bird กี่โมงครับ by 2 by Sam. Okay, Cap. All right. Okay, thank you. Bye. So she's not open yet. They open at 3 o'clock. So anyway, yes. So have you been through quarantine? And if you have, what was it like? You know, please share. Were you climbing the walls after the first couple of days, or were you okay with it? You know, how did you deal with it? And going back to Phil's question about what's each of your countries allowing you, what are your expectations? I mean, if they did say to you, tomorrow you can all fly, would you? Would you jump on an aeroplane tomorrow and come out here? And I know pretty much, I would say 80% of you are going to say no, for the pure reason of the quarantine, this 14-day quarantine, which, you know, I don't blame you really. And I guess if we was to take the quarantine away and allow you to travel, then yeah, I would like to think that pretty much most of you would be out here. And let's face it, we need you out here. So, you know, you're seeing now as I walk around, these places are just struggling from the inside out. They really are. We need tourism. It's not rocket science. We need you guys here. And if the government's are refusing to allow you to travel, meaning that we have to sit here and wait until they decide to give the green flag, what's the prospect for us? I really don't know. It's a very, very difficult situation. Now, just changing the subject very quickly, look over here. I'll have a walk around in a second, but this is the new complex they're building. And it's meant to be a new food court, and entertainment area. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. And they are spending a lot of money on this, as you can see, a lot of money. I'm not sure when it's due to be completed, truthfully, but I would guess not too far. They're busy at it every single day, and it is a substantial size, as I'll show you when I get up to third road. When I get to third road, I'll show you. But it really is, let's just move the camera up a bit. There you go. It really is quite a bit of work going on. All right, so let's carry on walking up here. Just spin the camera around a bit. There you go. Alrighty. Tell you what, today's lovely. Really, really hot today, and could do with some rain if I'm being honest. It threatened to rain the other day, but nothing came of it, which is a real shame. And I know some of you guys out there in Europe are saying I'm sure you're calling me some expletives as you're sat there freezing to death. There's snow. I haven't seen snow for over 10 years. And yeah, I can imagine it must be freezing cold. And I don't envy you at all. And nope, I won't be coming back to the UK to experience it in the near future. Having said that, I heard now that the UK is charging some crazy amount of money for those people that want to come back to the UK from a red zone. We'll come back to that in a second. I just want to show you this place. Now, if you like your continental breakfast and you like your food, bake and brew. Now, I have to say I've eaten in this place quite a few times. It really is very, very nice. And it's just a really nice restaurant. They do some amazing bread in there, they really do. All right, so let's spin it back. Now, going back to the UK, yeah, so what's that about? If you guys know more information about that, please, what is the situation? I understand it's something like £1,500 English for you to travel back to the UK if you've come back from a red zone. Fortunately, Thailand is not a red zone, but it's irrelevant in many ways because you can't come here anyway. So, well, unless you do the 14 days quarantine, which we spoke about. So, yeah, what's that all about? Anyway, so let's carry on. We're nearly at the top of up towards Third Road now, and I just want to show you this complex because it really is quite impressive. Oh, look at there, look, it's my name there, look. Mr. T Car for Rent. Everyone here calls me T. I think I've said it before because they can't pronounce Trevor. So when you say to a Thai person, my name's Trevor, it's like a tongue twister. Just call me T, and it's much easier. All right, let's have a little peep through here. And as I said earlier, it really does come on leaps and bounds in this place. I can't get into here, but I can go around the top in a second and show you. But they are definitely, as you can see here, building some really nice structures. And I think when this is all filled up, and at night time, I'm guessing it'll be quite impressive. How long away that is, well, your guess is as good as mine, really. But nevertheless, there's some smaller units here. I mean, perfect if you're going to be selling like somtam or maybe selling drinks or whatever. Be quite good. All right, so we're heading up now, coming up to Third Road. And just going back to the conversation, like I said, what's your current restrictions? Are you allowed to travel? And if you're not allowed to travel, when do you think you will be allowed? How far away in a distance is the green light in your opinion? Has your government, your country, your legislation, have they detailed what they expect, how it's going to pan out, what it's going to work out as? Have they put down how they think the future is in terms of travels? All right, guys, so we're nearly at the end of the video. I'm just going to spin this around in a second. Oh, before I do that, quick one here for you. Now look across the road there. That is the King's Club. Now you may remember I did a video about 5 hidden gems here in Pattaya. That is one of them. Go in, I promise you, hand on heart, you will not be disappointed if you go in there. It's a very, how do we call it, hedonistic style club in terms of there's not really a lot of clothing issues required for the girls, and you will have a very enjoyable, close, intimate and fun time in there. So there you go, that is the King's Club, and it's on 3rd Road, and it's just opposite this new shopping mall I'm going to show you, which is on Soi 23, and that's the same Soi that leads you down to the Triangle Bar and to Soi Pothole. Alright, so let's spin around. I want to show you what I've been coming up here for. Like I say, today's really hot. Really hot. But anyway, let's get a bit of a move on, because I want to show you this last bit before we get to the end of the video. And I'm just going to spin it around a bit there. You can see it's quite an area, but look at this structure here. Look at this. This looks nice. I think at night time, I think this is going to look really cool. And I'm just getting the sprint on. I've been doing my fitness lately. See, I'm not out of breath. Walking around, talking to you guys. Some of you said the other day, Trev, you're out of breath, mate. But you know, I'm not now. I'm feeling good. Cycled 18 kilometers the other day at 22 kilometers an hour, 50 minutes, and I had plenty more left in the tank. All right, so now let's just show you this then. Here we go. This is the end of the video here. So these are the places they're building, and I think once this is fully open and all illuminated, etc., I think that's going to look amazing. I think it'd be really cool. All right, let's just spin the video around. All right, guys, so there you go. That's it for me today here on Buzzing About Town. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the talk, and please drop a comment below. When do you think your government will allow you to travel, and if they do travel, will you? Are you going to come over here, or are you going to wait for the 14-day quarantine to be binned off, providing you've had the vaccinations, if you will have the vaccination? All right, guys, that's it for me then. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Guys, check out our members area. There's lots of people joining now. It's really cool, and there's some exclusive stuff I'll be launching in the members area for you guys that want to join up. And don't forget, check out our Telegram group. Our Telegram group is growing from strength to strength. Lots of photos, videos, behind the scenes stuff, all that kind of stuff. And the community there is all you guys that are like-minded about Pattaya, and it really is an absolute great group to be part of. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you very much for watching, and please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.